Listen, we're here trying to make you money. We try
That's
to make
us
some
explaining
money.
us.
I just want to buy the dip. Any ideas when the next dip is? With your trade analysis, what's going on with
Man, I think we're in for a huge one, but that's just me on hopes and dreams.
Well, we got the 30% correction that everyone was waiting for. Now,
that's what I've been saying. Was
And now
that
we're,
our big correction?
now we're just consolidating right now. Honestly, I have a hunch that we're going to see 28K again. I could be wrong. Just looking at some
I
things real
pray
quick.
to see 28K because I'm going to BTFD. I hope we see 28, but I've been saying I don't see us. Have we closed above 32? See, now this is where everyone out there is like, okay, now they're talking nerdy. These are just levels that it's dropped to and then went back up to, and we say support and resistance, right? So,
I mean, ideally, what we would have liked to see on today's close, 4 p.m. an hour ago, was close above this 36.8K level.
so it's a bad sign.
I
that we
mean,
didn't?
we saw a drop last night or yesterday that got eaten right back up.
Yeah.
Didn't quite make it up to 36.7. But that candle,
So
I mean,
these
doesn't
billionaires
look,
are buying up these little dips. I'm
that
telling
candle
you.
doesn't look too bad. You know, it got eaten right back up. But I mean, we continue to see that here. You know, it dropped 16%, got eaten right back up, but the next day continued to fall. Got eaten right back up, fell a little more, ate back up, fell again, ate back up. You know, we hit some resistance up in here in this supply zone. You can just look at these wicks though. Each time it's fallen, it's getting eaten back up. You know,
Yeah,
I would have expected some upwards buy pressure, a little better than what we've been seeing, but we're just consolidating with inside this wedge right here.
But it's staying in that wedge perfectly. It has been for these past few days. It's not.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
what I'm watching, you know, because nobody knows what's going to happen. What I'm waiting for.
Well, it's
is-
gonna either go up or it's gonna go down.
No, for real.
My girlfriend always made it. Well, it's gonna do something.
I mean,
gotta do
ideally,
something.
if you're not in a position now, you know,
I bought back in. Full disclosure, I bought back in at 34.9. So when I was talking about earlier at 70-30, I had 30%. And when luckily I woke up in the morning and I always check the price and I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy. I haven't seen it go this low, and we've been above that, so I'm in the profit.
Yeah, so if we end up losing this daily support right here, I'm looking to put some bids in around these wicks right here. I'm definitely going to be buying right around these zones. The bottom of this wick is around 30.1, 30.2K. Bottom of this wick is 28K. So yeah, I mean, if you're not in a position right now, sit tight, play some bids around these wicks right here, or you can take the conservative approach. This is more of an aggressive approach, you know, buying the loss of support. You know, you don't know where it's going to stop, where it's going to bounce before continuation, but these are safe bets, I'd say.
Yeah.
More conservative approach would be to wait for, you know, a new high, buy the retest right here around 40.5K if we get there.
I'm buying anything
But
under,
like I said, if we lose
under 32, 34, I'm buying.
if we lose support, I'm buying these two wicks right here. Say you have a $10,000 trading account, you know, with risk management, you don't want to risk anywhere between 2 to 3% of your trading account. So let's say 10 grand, you're doing a 2% risk trade. It's going to be $200 at risk. Looking at this right now, if I were to buy both of these wicks right here, I'd for the same amount, you're going to need a stop loss probably below this support right here, which leaves you at about a 10% stop loss. So you got to think if you're risking 2% of your whole trading account, let's say it's a $10,000 trading account, you're going to have $200 at risk. Well, to get $200 at risk with a 10% stop loss, you don't want to put any more.
$40?
No, you don't want to put any more. It's about $2,000 with a 10% stop loss. Is going to
Gotcha.
be risking $200,
Gotcha.
which equates to 2% of your total trading account, which for our example, is $10,000. So you buy 1,000 here, at this wick, 1,000 here at this wick. So now you're in for $2,000.
Got you.
You're
But
gonna
you're risking.
you're gonna average in right around 28.9. You're gonna want a stop loss below this support, which is coming to around 10%. So if you do it correctly, 1,000 here, 1,000 here, you're in for 2,000. 10% stop loss, you're still only at risk for $200, which is 2% of your total trading account. So
Gotcha.
don't be going all in. You know, stay strict to your risk management. I know can't count how many times I've just gone all in on one support.
100,000 times leverage.
And we just continue to go down. Yeah, stay off the
Hey
leverage.
guys, I think I
Yeah.
saw a good spot to leverage my house.
Yeah,
Nah.
don't get eaten up by that stop
Don't
loss
do-
monster.
yes, keep-
The
don't mess
leverage
with the
trading
leverage.
is the quickest way to go
This
poor
is
if
not
you're a new
financial
trader.
advice.
This is
Okay,
true.
But
we want our cryptard community to make money. Do not do like Billy did. He learned his lesson. Stay away from leverage unless you know what you're doing.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
when you say you want to buy, okay, even when you say you want to buy a candle, because some of our cryptard cultists out there are probably trying to buy candles. When you say buy this wick or
The
this
wick.
candle,
I mean, because you want to look. You
they're
want
doing a
look
seance. He
Maybe
said
that's
to,
what we should sell in our gift shop.
he
is
said to
Bitcoin
buy. He
candles.
said to buy these wicks for the candle.
We'll sell
No,
red and green.
Is that where
candles.
the?
So all right. If we want to go back to some more basic terminology, if we have some brand new people in here that don't know what they're looking at, so right now we're on the daily chart. Each of these candles represents 1 day of trading, right? These wicks shows how low the sell-off went, but the wick is showing the buyback, right? So this is where it bought back and it closed right here. Now this new daily candle opened here,
So
it went
that's
up,
what the wick is,
and then
where-
it got
okay.
sold off. So there's the wick. That's representing the sell-off. Now it came back down, right? It came all the way back down here and bought back up here. It closed there. You know, this then, you know, it repeats. And now this went up. It got sold off. It could have potentially started by going down, getting bought back up, went up, close here. So the bodies of the candle is the open and close, and the wicks just represent how high it went before getting sold off or bought back up. So yeah, we're on the daily chart. Each candle's a day. But what I'm saying when I say buy the wick, the bottom of the wick. So look at the price reaction when it hit
The
this
support,
level.
Is that bottom like a support zone almost?
I wouldn't say it's a support, but it's just you're just able to visually see what happened in that range with the reaction that happened.
that's when it started.
It got
Gotcha.
eaten right back up. So, like I'm saying, I wouldn't say it's too bad of a play to buy the bottoms of these wicks right here. So, like I said, yeah, 30.2, place, you know, a little bid there, and around 28K, you can be placing a bid there.
I can only hope we go to 28K. I don't see it happening.
I mean, no one knows what's
bullish.
going to happen. This is just.
I know what's going to happen.
this
We're
is-
going
gonna
to
happen.
we're going to 50K.
I think we're going downtown.
We're consolidating, and everyone thinks we're going down. Speaking of what the price prediction is, we have a bet going on.
Yes,
I
we
think
do.
Bill and I. When did we do this? Before the first. Jeremy was.
Yeah, it was right
so-
before New Year's.
So we each picked what asset if we had 100K and which asset we would take. Mm-hmm. Raza chose gold.
Gold. For this year. We're talking about a 1 year period from this past December till next December. Hey,
I took Bitcoin. Didn't you take Bitcoin?
Yeah.
You did. Why am I
think-
asking? You did take Bitcoin. Why am I asking?
Now, why did I take gold? I think Bitcoin just had its parabolic run, so we're gonna have an entire year or two of consolidation before the next crazy bull run. So for this 1 year gap, will Bitcoin eventually take over gold? Of course, but will it do it in this 1 year period? I don't think so. These 12 months are mine. Gold. Let's go.
So we'll see. We will call the Cryptard community. Remember this day. This is the inauguration day. So a year from now, when we come back, we'll see who won this bet, and it's gonna be Billy and I, of course.
Another general rule of thumb too is, you know, you want 50% of your trading account sitting in spot Bitcoin at all times. You know what I'm saying? Because
What do you mean spot Bitcoin for
So
newbies?
it's, you know, non-leveraged.
In an actual like cold wallet where you have access to it.
Just buying Bitcoin 1-to-1, no non-leverage, non-margin. just
buying Bitcoin.
Just buying straight
Okay.
Bitcoin,
We don't want
you
to
know.
scare off cryptards before they.
keep 50% of your account in the spot Bitcoin holding, because you never know when it's just going to go on another run and dominate the market. You know, when Bitcoin
Which is
starts
going to
going
be all
parabolic,
year.
Yeah.
When Bitcoin starts going
Exactly.
parabolic,
He
it
agrees,
could
yeah.
it could do the opposite to a lot of altcoins
Well,
and stuff.
not this year. Yeah, actually, I'll take that back. Not this year.
So gold, but this is the argument I get into. The Democrats are in. We're getting all kinds of free money. Like everyone says, the printer's going to go.
This is true. The
And-
2 trillion's already been approved.
My argument is, why is gold not at 3, 4, 5,000 when they're printing more money that they have in the entire history of fiat currency? This year, they printed 35% of all the dollars that exist.
This is true. I don't have the answer for that.
Think
man.
about that. Gold should be like 5K.
I mean,
I don't know if it should be 5K. It should be a little bit higher than it is.
4?
It's been
18. What is it at? Where we at? I don't know.
1800
people
roughly
are,
in the 1800s right now.
People are taking interest into digital currencies. You know, look at this run we just had with Bitcoin.
Well, yeah, that's
you
what
know,
that's what our argument is. That's why we're going to be splitting $500 a year from now.
Yeah.
It's
I don't know if we're going to see
Honestly, I shoulda took-
500,000 in this year. I think within the next 10 years, for sure, we'll be seeing like
oh
a
no,
400,000.
yeah, no, I'm
I think 10 years. Yeah, I think within the next.
it's got to catch up to the market cap of gold.
yes.
Yes.
I mean,
we're
you talk
already at 1 trillion. We're at a tenth of gold's market cap. Like 2 years ago, people would have said you're crazy. Like Peter Thiel, whatever. He's an idiot. After 10 years he could have made trillions of dollars if he would have invested 10% of what he probably puts into gold. He'd be a trillionaire now. But he still wants to fight it. Like literally, I mean, it's been 10 years. If you go back and watch the videos, and up to this day, still nope. Bitcoin, it's gonna go down. It's gonna go down. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, I don't know what more do you need to see?
I think a lot of those guys are just, you know, afraid. They want to FUD Bitcoin as much as possible to keep their theory on it strong so that their investors